Yeah,
Okay.
actually, one of my friend Vikram said he is like your wife cousin, like that. He told.
Okay. Yes, yes, correct. Yes, yes.
Actually, yes, yesterday we thought yesterday. I thought yesterday is the 13th. Like that, we are waiting. Like,
I understand because I confused because 13th was Tuesday and I mentioned like a Monday. I'm so sorry for that.
huh. And one more thing to add, Jenny. Actually, my husband is also trying to join because he's working in the banking sector.
So how
Like
many years of experience he has?
he have 7+ experience.
Yeah, he is also like he can learn. See, learning we can learn, but also he can also try for the jobs because nowadays I'll let you know. I'll talk to one, so I'll explain what exactly he has to do so that he can cope up and once he has learned that and get the knowledge in the tool, he is eligible for the jobs. Bhavya.
Uh,
I'll talk to you one to one. Okay,
okay, and I have a concern.
tell me.
His work, is it like a coding? Do we have in the
No,
coding?
that is what I have to give
Uh,
the PPT presentation so that there is no coding at all. Only the tool we have, that
okay,
tool we have to configure as per the requirements.
okay, okay,
So there is no coding, guys. So like even I also don't like the coding first of all. That is the reason I chosen this particular platform. And this platform is very nice. And we no need to think about the like another technology will come on the cloud, Oracle. But Oracle has advanced from EBS to here. So this will be they wanted to continue over a maybe 30 years period of time. So that is their what do you call project plan or roadmap. So no need to think about that. This is a pure without coding, pure functional.
okay.
Any other question, Bhavya?
No, I have some confusion. I will contact you in personally.
All right, sure, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, next is Chenna from your side.
Yeah, Ramu.
Yeah, hi Chenna. Good morning.
Nothing my side to explain.
Nothing. I think anyone is there like along with you.
No, no one is there. I just joined.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Chenna. So because Chenna is my friend, so when we were in the previous company, he is my colleague. Thank you, Chenna. And next is Prasad.
Hi everyone, my name is Prasad. So I'm an SCM functional consultant on the EBS part. I'm working for Accenture. So I just want to upgrade my skills to cloud. So I have joined this session.
Thank you, Prasad. Thank you for your sweet
Thank
and short introduction.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, he is my relative. For not for relative. See, for relative yes, but friendship wise we are very close. So that is what like he has been following with me almost like 1 month. So I was telling like, okay, we are going to start the new batch. Then that time you can join. Thank you, Prasad.
Yeah, thank you.
And last is Karthik.
Hi guys, I'm Karthik. I'm from Anantapur. I'm present studying BTech for final year.
Okay, good. So anything else like why? So because you are in the 4-2 or which same you are in, Karthik?
4-1.
4-1. See guys, and one more thing I wanted to highlight. See, this is like even freshers also can learn. And why means because this will give a roadmap to them, like which platform they wanted to go into the IT sector. So for that purpose, this guy Karthik has joined. So like that, anyone who is doing the pursuing the BTech or BCom, whatever. So those guys are also when they are in the final year, they can join into the class. Okay, thank you about your introduction. Let me start my PPT presentation. Just I'm going to take half an hour, max half an hour. Then we'll wind up the sessions. All right. So let me start my record sharing of my screen. PowerPoint. Okay, so just it is nothing. So we have actually, let me tell background of Mars Cloud. So we introduced this one almost 1 year over. So earlier, even myself as the one person in the Mars Cloud, only SCM side. Now we spreaded our wings towards finance and HCM. So, and we are also doing the support as well as trainings. Support means, for example, let's say any of the guy, when any one of the guy I join into the organization and he don't have much experience. He's in maybe working with a project, but he could face a lot of issues like he could not able to fix the problems. So for those guys, we are also doing the support, like live support kind of things. So that kind of things are also we are doing from our organization. So these are the contact numbers and this is the email. And currently we are in the R1322C version. So I'll explain what is the version, what is R13 and all in the upcoming slides. So this is the quick view of our total syllabus. I have given only very high level view and we have a detailed view. I'm going to share that kind of syllabus for everybody who is going to join into the this what you call training. Okay, so here if you see there is introduction and there is a see here procurement is not only single part, it is going to be have material management means item definitions and self-service procurement, purchasing, sourcing, supplier, and also it will be interact with the inventory management. And also we are going to see walkthrough about what is OTBA, BA reports, and what is FBD, how we are going to load the data from external system to ERP system. So those kind of things we'll see. So let me explain because some of the guys who doesn't know what is ERP. So ERP is the enterprise resource planning. Means, for example, if you take any sector, if you take banking or digital sector or telecom, anything. So we have a enterprise. Enterprise means it is the one of the company. In the company, if you see, you can find laptops, you can find machinery, you can find along with human being. So what that three things we call it as an enterprise. Sorry, we call it as a resource. Enterprise means company, either ICICI or TCS or IBM or Infosys, whichever you can take, that is the enterprise name. Okay. Okay. So enterprise name. So resources means what are the resources they have? They have machineries, they have employees, they have laptops, they have a lot of things. Those are the we call it as machineries or resources. Planning. So why we need to plan? Because when you plan this kind of enterprise along with the resources, then only we are going to get the successful result. Means in order to get the success, see any kind of work we are doing, ultimately we are expecting some result, right? So similar way, the resources we are going to plan under the enterprise to achieve something that is called as ERP systems. So enterprise resource planning systems. So this enterprise resource planning, if you are going to take as the higher pillar, under that we have a various tracks. One is SCM track, supply chain management track, finance track, transport management, and also we have a SCM, human capital management. And like that, there are various tracks we have, all combined together. We call it as a ERP system. Okay. For example, let's say if you take a ICICI bank, or okay, ICICI is the best example because I've been using this account such a long. So let me take that. And here, if you see, what is the product of that? Product of ICICI Bank is just savings as well as credit card, debit card, and loans, all kind of stuff. These are the various products. Am I right? So in order to align these products, or in order to in order to sell these products to the customer, they have the employees, and also if you want to see the transaction, they need a software, they need a laptops, all kind of stuff, right? So these they are going to work in that. Finally they're going to give the deliverables. Deliverables is nothing but contacting to the users for getting the account creation, credit card, debit card, all sales, all kind of stuff will be there. So to handle this, they require the software. I was telling, right, software. That software is the ERP software. So what it will do is, whenever, for example, let's say ICICI Bank. In the ICICI Bank, they wanted to, they are going to buy something, and also they are going to sell something. So buying what and all they will buy, they have to buy some credit cards, right? Credit cards, they have to manufacture somewhere. That card and all they have to manufacture, and they're going to buy it. And similarly, for example, they want to do printouts, checks, that also they're going to buy somewhere, and then they're doing the stickering. So office supplies as well as papers, pens, and for example, let's say staples. So all these kind of things they're going to buy from somewhere. So the buying wherever it will come, that is called as procurement. So procurement module means wherever we are buying something for our purpose, or maybe our sales, our kind of business, wherever buying option is there, those we call it as a purchasing. Okay, so we purchase something. So let's say office supplies, let's say stationery we purchase. Okay, 1 second guys, somebody is pinging. No problem. Rakesh, can you hear me right? Sorry, you joined a bit late. Rakesh, can you hear me? Fine. Hey, you are in mute, Rakesh. Hey, any other persons can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So buying is nothing but purchasing, procurement. And selling means what and all selling? They're selling banking accounts. If anybody want, like me or Prasad, whoever want, like ICICI Bank is creating the accounts, and they are doing credit card, debit card, these kind of things are selling, right? So wherever sales will be there, that is order management. Under the SCM, we have a procurement, we have a order management. And for example, let's say in 1 month, the employees are working, like some of the guys, Ramesh and other people are also working, right? So for those, they have to pay the money, they have to pay the salary, is it? So those kind of salaries, and the employee information and leaves, as well as like employee, like whether if he's doing the work, like promotions, all kind of stuff will be taken care by HCM, human capital management. Okay, so let's say so let's say instead of ICSA, we'll take a car manufacturing. So in the car manufacturing, what we are doing, the car, in order to develop the car, the individual parts they're buying from somewhere, means some vendor, somewhere means from some other person. That is we call it as in the procurement side vendor or supplier. So supply the materials, and then individually, like this company, let's say Jen or Maruti or Bench. Okay, so what they are doing, they are assembling that and preparing the car. So after assembling that, after manufacturing the car, they're selling the car to the customers. So wherever manufacturing will be there, then manufacturing module will be a part of our SCM. So under the SCM, we have a procurement, and we have a order management, we have a manufacturing, and this all I was telling, like parts, right? The parts, buying something, office supplies, that is also one of the part. So those parts we called as the items. So in the EBS, they call it as a SKUs, and here we call it as the items. What items we are buying from them, what items we are selling to the what you call customers. So these items you have to maintain, or you have to configure in the PIM, product information management. That is the module which is handling the what you call items. So, and one more thing is inventory module. So what it will do is, whenever, for example, let's say I got a supply from supplier, so I got a office supplies, right? So once we got it, we're going to store into one of the location. That location is nothing but inventory. Let's say I purchased something from Amazon. Okay, washing machine. So once washing machine has been supplied from Amazon, I need to keep into my house, right? So a house is nothing but a one warehouse or inventory. So those kind of transactions will be handled by the inventory. So under the SCM umbrella, we're going to see procurement, inventory, PIM, manufacturing, and order management. But what procurement training, what and all we are going to see is procurement module completely, and then PIM, product information management, item definitions, all kind of stuff. And also we are going to see inventory management. So these three parts we are going to see in our procurement training. Okay, so for that we have a lot of syllabus. This is a just high level syllabus, and we'll see in the further classes what detailed syllabus we have. Okay, now we'll go to next. So this is the architecture of the fusion. So architecture of the fusion means earlier, for example, earlier in the old technology, it is not a old technology. Let's say two-tier, single-tier softwares, two-tier software, three-tier softwares we have. Three-tier architecture we called as two-tier architecture or two tiers. So whatever it may be. So in the Oracle fusion, fusion means it is the fused of multiple modules. Means it is not a one single module. It is a combination of all the modules, that is called as fused, means integrated, we call it as it. So that is what we got this name Oracle fusion. Sometimes people use called as Oracle cloud, fusion cloud, and these kind of things are same. You don't need to confuse Oracle fusion or Oracle cloud, both are same. Okay, so here this is the three-tier architecture. Means we have a front end that is developed by Java. We have a middleware software. What it will do, it will connect the front end to the back end. Okay, that is the middleware. There are a lot of tools are there, and we have a back end. So back end is the Oracle database. Means whatever we are doing in the ICICI Bank, for example, let's say we have created an account. This account details somewhere it has to store, right? That is the back end. So whenever if you give your account number, automatically system will extract the complete information. So like that, there is a front end, there is a middleware to connect the front end and back end, and also it will do some of other operations, and also we have a back end. Okay, so like that, this is the three-tier application, or we call it as a three-tier architecture. So background of the Oracle fusion is earlier Oracle have, these are the various tools: Oracle EBS, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, Hyperion, and like that there are the various tools we have. These are also ERP tools, but these ERP tools are not what you called. It is not fully developed for all the features. I mean to say, Oracle EBS is very demandable for finance module, and all that is the one I had. So for finance module, the features are very best of Oracle EBS. If you take a JD Edwards, it will be manufacturing side, and also it will be order management side. It is having a lot of best features. So what Oracle fusion has done is they have taken the best features from all these the existing tools, existing ERP systems, and then they developed this Oracle fusion from the scratch. So that is the reason going forward, these will be fade away. Sorry, these Oracle EBS, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft will be fade away. Already some of the tools are already fade away, and Oracle EBS is there, and JD Edwards, some of the companies are there. So those kind of things they are going to be decommissioned. Means it is going to be deleting. Then next tool from the Oracle side for ERP system is the Oracle Fusion or Oracle Cloud. Okay, so they have taken the best features and they developed this Oracle Cloud. So if you see the modules here, SCM, HCM, CRM. CRM is customer relationship management. So it is like, whenever if you are dealing with the customers in the order management, so we're going to see some of the concepts in the CRM and also manufacturing module. And here the beautiful of Oracle Cloud is we are having two database. It is not a one database for maintaining our transactions as well as our configurations. Another database is for reports running. every ERP system if you take, we should have a report. Even if you go for ICSA, when they want to, for example, you want like 1 month transactions or 1 year transactions. So those kind of things will be run by the reports. Okay, so these reports will be taking care or what you call savings. I mean storing the data in terms of another database that is called as Sybase. This is the Sybase, and whereas what we call configuration transactions will be stored in the Oracle database. That is Oracle database. Like we are going to use SQL queries to extract the data. Okay, so these are the just high level of Oracle ERP. And if you see the versions, I was telling starting slide, right? R1320C. So these versions means every year Oracle will be introducing one version, introducing one new version. So what is the background of that is they wanted to add some features for existing tool. So using that, I mean by adding these features, they are going to change the version from year to year. Currently we are in the R13. For example, if you go to 23, it will come R14. Means the background of the version is they are adding the features or they are adding some modules. That is the reason they are going to upgrade their system from one version to another version. And also we'll see one more C, 22C, 22B. What is that is every 3 months, every quarterly, 4 months, they are going to release some patches. What by patches? So patch is nothing but sometimes we may call it as the bug fixations. So already they have released something. So whenever the persons are using the project, the clients are using, we found some bugs. Those kind of bugs they are going to fix in the patches, and then they will release. And also some kind of small enhancements also will be taken care by the patch releases. So every quarterly we are getting the patch release, and every yearly we are getting some features, new features of existing module or new module as well. Okay, so currently so these are the various modules we'll be taking care. So we are going to talk about procurement in a detail in the upcoming classes. All right. So any doubts so far, guys? I'm so sorry I did not ask. So are you following or very difficult? Any comments from anybody?
One thing on the database one.
Hmm.
So you said that there were two databases, right?
Correct.
One is for the transaction and setups and all. The other one is for the reports.
Yes.
So if you go in the go live also, the same thing will be happening there.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we'll be having two accesses for the database and all.
No, database we don't have any access. So this is a SaaS model, right? So I'll tell what is the SaaS model. So here we don't have any option to directly connect to the database. So even if it is Sybase also, we are not writing any specific other programs. For example, if you want to extract the data, we are writing our SQL queries. So I'll tell so where we are going to connect to the reports. So just write the code and extract the data whenever if it is required. That is optional. Okay, but what it will do is it will connect to Oracle database, and also it will connect to Sybase and extract the data. We don't have any two connections.
Okay.
The data storing is different, but extraction is through Oracle database only.
Okay.
So any other questions from anybody? Bhavya and
so we generate reports in the cloud only, right? The
yes,
Fusion.
cloud only. So we have a separate tool for that. BIP reports. BIP is the tool. So with the help of that, it will generate the reports.
Okay.
But those and all technically will take care. But being a functional guys, if you want to extract the data, if you know the code, you can write the code and extract the data. But all report development will be taken care by the technical. So let me tell here we have a two kind of jobs, guys. One is functional jobs and technical jobs. Functional jobs will not write any code. They will configure the system and according to the requirement. Once you configure that, automatically system will transaction screens will work. So here there are two blocks. One is configurations and another one is transactions. So the transactions will be used by the employees, like who is going to be work. Let's say ICICI Bank. So they are using only the screens, like creation of account, or creation of some loan. These kind of things they will do. But once you open the page, so some of the things has to be configured backend. So those kind of configurations we call it as a master configurations. That is one block, and only employees can see transaction screens. Creations only they will see creation, updation, deletion, but they cannot say what is the background of the configurations. So functional guys can do configurations, and configuration according to that whether the transactions will be working or not. That is our duty, functional persons. And if you are very efficient and very what you called that is required obviously. So sometimes what we'll do, we're going to write the queries to extract the report. But functional people can have, once you have a knowledge of the tool, that is more than sufficient, right? And currently, sorry, this is not R12, that currently we have a R13. This is the old slide, and we'll see in the procurement, purchasing, self-service, sourcing, all kind of stuff. It is the part of syllabus. And these are the models. So in the EBS, we don't have any models, but in the Oracle Fusion, we have a models. One is SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, and IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So currently this one is ruled out. IaaS they are not using. They are very predominantly out of 100%, 90% projects are using the SaaS, and maybe 10% will be using the PaaS. So what is SaaS is, see, I was telling, right, patch installations, version changes, and the database maintenance, all kind of things. If you see here, this is the one, my application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, every backend things, maintenance will be taken care by the Oracle. We don't need to do anything. They will give the one URL. Once you have a user ID password, you can log in anywhere across the world. Once you have internet, you can do your work aramse. That is the reason for consultants, most of the company, they won't call you for offices. But okay, so it depends actually. So openly, I cannot say that, but it is depends. If you ask me, they won't call me. So if they call, maximum 15 days once, weekly once. So rest of the work you can do wherever you want. So that is the beautiful feature for the Oracle Cloud consultants. But I cannot say like, I cannot give 100%, like juniors are also will have the same privilege, but depends upon the company to company. Okay. So because we don't require any database, you see, we don't need to go to the office to connect to the office network, not required. That is the one of the best feature for Oracle Fusion consultants, right? So SaaS means software as a service. So here all the backend, server, storage, networking, everything will be taken care by the cloud only. That is the reason compared to EBS, the Oracle what you called Oracle cost of the tool is very less. One, I think it is, if you compare, if the EBS is $100, but here they're expecting only $10 from the client. Rest of the $90 will be taken care by them. But here every monthly billing we have. But in the EBS, once you purchase the software, that is I mean one time payment to the Oracle. But here it is not one time payment, it is the monthly recurring billing. So once you get the software, each and everything depend upon this Oracle, right? So they will one fine day they will they will get the money whatever their expectations. And in the SaaS there is no customization, means page customizations are very minimal, and we cannot build your own pages, you cannot build your own logic. Those kind of things it won't be allowed in the SaaS. And what is PaaS? Platform as a service. Here if this is the license bit more cost compared to SaaS, And this will be, for example, if it is this is $100, this will be $1,000 per user. Okay, but here we can build your own pages, own logic, and if you want, you can maintain own database. Some kind of database you can maintain if you want. I mean, sorry that. So we no need to maintain the separate database. They will provide that. But whatever logic you have built, that you can post into the existing database. So if you see here, my application data. So these are the different colors. So these will be taken care by the clients, like who is going to use the PaaS model. But rest of the red colors will be maintained by the Oracle only. Okay, so that is what I was telling. 90% clients are happy with the SaaS because SaaS will be providing all whatever features if they are expecting in the ERP. So the Oracle is the biggest competitor for SaaS, sorry, SAP. So if you compare to SAP, now Oracle business across the globe has been increased. So earlier it will be like 50-50. Now it has moved to 62 something. I could not remember, but somewhat 10%, 12% has been increased by the Oracle. That is the reason, and more companies are coming, and more opportunities are there. So on-site, off-site, offshore, it is you can say, like, it is heavy at present, but even over a period of time, maybe 10 years or 15 years down the line, it will be very good. So this is the right time, learn it and jump into the IT sector. Sorry. And IIS is infrastructure as a service. So here, why this has been not successful is because the server should maintain in our premises, the client premises. That is the reason they have ruled out this one. Okay, so currently PaaS and SaaS is the main models in the cloud, Oracle Fusion. And if you, I think EBS, like, Karthik, sorry, Prasad having knowledge, but rest of the people doesn't have knowledge. So every ERP system, we should have a 3 users. Implementation user means is going to touch the configurations. Implementation user, functional user, or functional consultant. All what we are doing, we are going to touch the system, configure the system. An employee user will use the transactions for their business. Let's say you want to record one of the purchasing PO document, because ICICI Bank wanted to offer supplies from vendor. Let's say Amazon is the vendor, they're buying from Amazon, so they need to create the one PO, purchasing document. So these kind of things will be a part of transactions, and those things will be used by the employee user. And what is super user is this guy is responsible for creating the user accounts. So let's say an ICICI Bank, let's say Bangalore, Malleshwaram, they have joined 100 employees. For all these 100 employees, we need to give a access of the software. So these kind of things will be taken care by the super users. Okay, and consultant job is how we will do. I mean, for example, same application only. So employee users means only transactions will be visible for them. If it is functional user, we are going to visualize only configuration screens. So how we are differentiating in the Oracle Cloud is using the job role. Job role is the one of the keyword. With the help of that, you can differentiate this guy is the employee or this guy is the functional user. So in order to the user become the functional user, so we require these job roles: application implementation consultant, manager. These are the 2 things are enough. If you have an IT admin, then this user become the super user. Super user does not require implementation consultant and implementation manager. Once he is having IT admin role, then I can create how many users you want. Let's say ICICI Bank user want 100 users, I can create. So let's say, so Ramesh joined 1 year. So maybe after 2 years, he resigned. So if you want to roll back or we want to log that user, we can do those kind of things. So that those kind of things will be taken care by the super user. Okay, so employee user only can do transactions with the transaction screens. So these are the various roles we have. Or in the EBS we have a it is the role based concept, right? It is not role based. What is that? Responsibilities.
Responsibilities.
Yeah, but here it is the roles, job roles, duty role, abstract role, data role, only roles we have. So using that we can decide what kind of access you have. Okay, so we'll see these things in the further classes, because if I tell, we won't get anything. But the role is the deciding factor of the Oracle Cloud, who is going to use what. Suppose for example, I want purchasing transactions. I mean, I wanted to have the purchasing access. So those kind of things, job roles like a procurement requester, procurement preparer, buyer, and procurement manager. So once I have these job roles, I can do transactions in the purchase. So like that, job role will decide what kind of function, what kind of operation you are performing in the tool. Okay, so we'll see this one bit later. And this is the architecture of the Oracle Cloud for SCM or finance, whichever modules you are going to take. So you have to configure this one first, then only you can go ahead for procurement, separate some of the configuration. Similarly, order management, some of the configuration. So like that, every configurations will kickstart after architecture only, after configuration of this architecture. So that is the reason this is very important, and it will be always the baseline basement, how the basement should be there for our houses. So this is kind of a basement for the Oracle Cloud. Enterprise name, ledger, legal entity, BU, inventory, sub inventory. So these things we'll see for the classes. What is enterprise name? What is ledger? All kind of stuff. And this is the cloud architecture. So enterprise name, ledger, legal entity, BUs, inventory. So like that, this will be one high level diagram actually. So we'll see details in the classes. No need to worry.
Business unit is nothing but the operating unit, right?
Yes. So earlier in the EBS it was operating unit, but here it BU, business unit.
Okay.
And this is one already covered. And this is the syllabus I'll share to you. So just I given like in a snapshot here. So we have a syllabus for procurement. I given a very detailed way. So means, so each and this is the description is the task name, not task name, what we are going to do in the configurations. And if you see the column B, task, this is the task associated with your description. Suppose for example, import, create a user. So you have to go to manage users. So like that, I have given a detailed task name for each and every description, so that once you have this one in a handy, whenever you get it out what task we are going to use, then you can verify, review this one. That way I build this particular syllabus. Okay. And this is the what you called starting page of the cloud. So I'll show in the system. So this is just, you know, it is the, we call it as a springboard, and we have a small icons. These icons will come based on the roles. So all these icons. Okay. And this is my YouTube channel, and I don't know like how many, maybe you don't know, like, you know, the guys who joined recently, maybe they are aware not or not, I'm not sure, but this is my channel, and with the help of that only I'm doing this kind of training and support. And I'll always like what do you say, thanks to the YouTube actually, because it is a very common platform, and it is awesome kind of platform for everybody. And with the help of that you can learn a lot of things from the YouTube. And why I came into this particular field is because I'm passionate about, you know, teaching something, because that is the, like, you know, from my after engineering, that kind of small future has been ignited in my mind. So I've been continuing with this passion. This is my introduction, quick view of our Oracle Cloud. and detailed things we'll see in the further classes. So the classes will start from next week, not this week. I'm so sorry, because this week we have a lot of things are busy. And next week, Monday, 7:30 to 8:30 every day. 3 days only in the classes, 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And rest of the 3 days, why I'm not taking is because at least this particular time you have to start the practicing. See guys, here practice is very, very important. So I'll give the tool. I'll give the tool for everybody. You people, whatever I'm going to start or I'm going to explain in the classes, those kind of things you have to practice the same time or next day. So 3 days, purely 3 days, if you stick on to this particular practice, then next week you will be ready. So that is the plan actually. That is the reason I'm taking only 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Rest of the 3 days are for you. It is not a holidays, it is for practicing. So that way you just, try to do that. And the duration of the course will be 2 months. So maybe it will extend like, 1 or 2 weeks at max, otherwise maximum 1 week. That is a 2 months, and maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, 1 week max. So, and the timings will be 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That is the IST timings. And what else we have? I'm going to provide training materials. I'm going to provide like a configurations, DS30s, training documents, and also a lot of documents I have. I'll provide those things. And also I'll provide every day recorded sessions. Today, what topic we covered, and it will immediately will come into the Google Drive. From there you can download. And also for this batch, I'm going to provide existing recorded sessions of procurement trainings, because I have taken till now I have taken around 5 batches. Okay, so I have a plenty, but the uh, recent recorded sessions of the previous batch I'm going to give for this. So this is the just quick view of what I'm going to provide as a deliverables. Okay, and the thing is like, as I don't know, let me stop financial thing. You don't want to record it.